Hello, hello, and welcome to the Oto-Mania podcast, the podcast about Oto-Mania and other dating simulation games. I'm Savvy, your host. This is my co-host, Jessica.
Hi.
So today, for Animal Boys Month, second month, I guess, and the last one, I believe, of Animal Boys Month before we move on.
Yes.
We are talking about Hustle Cat, a game I have had on my computer for ages.
Yeah, it has been in your library for quite a while, huh?
It has, and I'm glad I finally got to play it because it was real good.
It was great. I love Hustle Cat.
Yeah, it was super good. It made me feel good. The music was bopping, although when I clicked on it, the title screen was so loud, it made me throw my headphones off. It scared me.
Oh, no.
It was so loud.
Oh, no.
And sometimes the people's faces don't appear until way later, and it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
That's my only two criticisms of this game. Other than that, 10 out of 10. I love this game. It was really, really fun.
It was so good. Everybody was great. I loved them.
Yeah, everyone was good. It's going to be really hard to kill one of them. I don't know who to kill.
I know.
We'll get there when we get to Kiss, Marry, Kill.
Yeah.
So, let's go over the opening of this game.
Yeah.
So, you play as Avery Gray, and the only thing you can pick is your picture and your pronouns, really.
Yes.
You're making a profile on Craigslist for some reason. To look for jobs. Who looks for jobs on Craigslist?
You, apparently.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Desperation?
On Craigslist?
You're real desperate.
I guess so. I mean, there's so many other job websites. I feel like Craigslist is used for just buying stuff online locally, you know, like I need a treadmill, let me go buy it online. I never thought it'd be used for jobs.
Well, the more you know.
I guess so. I like that your degree was just with 3 exclamation points.
Oh, I love that too. I was like, nice.
So you're living at your aunt's place in the city with your cat Mochi, who has a great face, by the way.
Yes.
I love my
Mochi
cat's
is fantastic.
face. So you get a job at a cat cafe that's called the Cat Paws, and let's meet all of the people that work there, who are your potential love interests. Do you want to go for that? You want to do that?
Yeah, I'll list some off. I'm sure you have some fun facts to add.
I actually don't have any fun facts, so.
Oh no, I don't either. I always just list names. Well, anyways, you have Landry.
Nice guy.
He is
I think he's like the builder dude, right?
Yeah.
He
builds all the cat trees and stuff in the cafe.
Stuff. Landry. I thought his name was Laundry. I just can't read.
I mean, we could totally call him Laundry.
I never saw anyone named Landry, so I was like, Laundry? That's goofy and wacky and fun.
Like, I was today years old when I learned his name is Landry. You have Hayes, who is accidentally my spirit animal. I feel very called out.
He's very awkward and shy and likes... I can't say that. Yeah, that's a spoiler. Likes making coffee.
He does. He makes good coffee.
Yep. Can't give away the secrets until the spoiler section. Okay, sorry.
Oh my god. You have Reese.
He's kind of a punk.
Yeah.
He reminds me of a character from XOXO Chocolates.
Oh yeah.
I think he reminds me of Everett or something.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
except for I still think he's better than Everett.
Second in command is what he says, but...
So he says.
Yeah, a little punk.
Is he secretly a huge freaking dork in his route? We don't know.
I don't know. We didn't play it.
Sorry, Reese. You have Finley.
That's who I went with. The social media manager. With an outfit that I want to steal.
Dude, same. You have Mason.
Oh, the chef lady.
Yeah.
Who's
she
buff.
doesn't say much.
Apparently.
She's cool.
She's strong, and that's it. That's all I got to say.
Strong, silent type.
Mm-hmm.
And you have your boss, Graves.
He's got a real Death the Kid vibe going on. Very goth for a man in his 40s. He's also a secret route. If you finish everyone else, you can date him, so...
Yay.
If 40-year-old goth kids are your type. That's not a spoiler. That's a fact. That's a straight up fact, because I wanted to get in on that 40-year-old goth kid, and they were like, you gotta play everyone else first. So I was like, Okay, fine. I'll date the social media manager. I will like and subscribe to that ass.
Yes. You texted me that earlier and I just started laughing. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've read today.
So now, I mean, I don't really have anything else to say without going into spoilers.
Yeah, we kind of have to.
So yeah, you work at a cat cafe and there's some going-ons.
Yeah.
That you'll have to play to find out. So we're going to go right into spoilers. We're going to talk about... Oh my god, I forgot who you picked. I'm sorry.
Hayes.
We're going to talk about Hayes' route and Finley's route. So if you want to date anyone else, you're safe. But those two, we're going to spoil the heck out of.
Yep.
So yeah, on to the spoiler section. You can go first.
All right. Well, I mean, it turns out that if you work at that cafe, you're cursed. And if you leave the building, you're going to turn into a cat. You're not exactly happy with this.
I wouldn't be either. But you didn't read the contract. Apparently it was in the contract and you just didn't read it.
Yeah, you just signed it. You're like, oh, whatever. I need to sign this. And you didn't
I need a job. I'll just take it.
Yeah, so you're not happy about this curse. Some of them are like, well, it's got its benefits.
They're strangely okay with it.
Yeah, they are strangely okay with it. You're not.
You're very much so not okay with it. It's really funny.
Yeah, you're like super pissed. When you have to go later on, when you have to go in the basement to get some coffee, you find this book, and you're like, I wonder what this is. It looks like it has magical stuff in it. So you take it, you sneak it out of the cafe with you, and this black cat with mismatching eyes that look suspiciously like your boss's gives you the cipher so you can read the dang thing. And you're like, oh my god, it's a grimoire. It's a book about witches and stuff.
Wow.
And so you start...
guess this is a magic tale.
You start doing some of the magic out of that book. Although it's mostly, like, what? Taking soda cans and turning them into cats?
Yeah, your mystic ability is the ability to move garbage.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wow. Congratulations.
Congratulations, it's a garbage witch.
Yeah. I have a note about Finley's cat self. There's this cat on the internet named Jelly Donut because she balances donuts on her face.
Yes.
And surprise, it's someone you work with.
Yeah, she just turns into the cat and balances donuts on her face every once a week or something.
Yeah.
And
the cafe is super full because everybody wants to come see her.
Yeah.
I started taking notes on this late, which is why some of it's disjointed, and I'm like, I'm sure there's some stuff in between, but you leave the cafe one day and there's this creepy guy with a bat standing down the alley.
Did he have the bat that early?
I don't remember. Oh no, he didn't have the bat that early.
No,
sorry.
He was just
bat later.
He was just being creepy and giving you daggers.
Yeah, he was just being creepy, and there's this weird bike outside the cafe now with rust on it. And Graves is like, don't touch that, but he won't tell you why. And so he starts beefing up security in the cafe, and you're like, what the heck is going on here? Because you haven't told any of your coworkers about the book yet. So I think it's when you tell them about the book that the game really splits.
Yeah.
Is that kind of where you were at too?
Yeah, I'd say so. I feel like you teach your significant other that you choose magic, right? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bring them home with you and...
You bring them home with you and you teach them magic.
Yeah.
And so that's when our routes will split.
Yes. I mean, you come in on your off day and there are some options that will help push you onto a certain route. But, I ended up with Hayes because I was nice to him.
Did you purposely look at a walkthrough to go for Hayes, or did you just end up with Hayes?
No, I just ended up with Hayes.
Really? So it was destined to be.
It was, but then the more I was reading it, the more I was like, this is too close, man. This is myself. I don't know how I feel about this.
I was thinking about to do that, but I just really wanted the social media girl. So I watched a walkthrough. I didn't watch it. I looked it up on the wiki, which is unhelpful, by the way.
Oh, we'll get to the wiki later.
Oh, so I looked up the wiki, and it said, in the tips and hints for laundry, pick the correct answers, get good results. Pick the wrong answers, get bad results. What is up with that?
So funny.
So
rude.
Picture
that too, and I was
just trying to look up hints.
was hilarious.
It was the only page that like, had hints on it.
The hint was pick the right answers to get the good stuff.
Wow, I would have never guessed that. Thanks, anonymous stranger who's writing on the wiki. You're so helpful. I hope you know that I hate you and I'm coming for you.
Oh.
I will find you.
Oh my god. Don't take us seriously, please.
I will not find you. I can't. I have no way to do that.
No,
I'm not computer savvy enough to try to find you. I'm also not even that bad about it. It was just kind of goofy.
It was really goofy. I thought it was hilarious. Anyway.
Wait, yeah, what were we talking about?
Hayes.
Hayes.
So I told Hayes about the book, and he came home with me to read it, which Hayes turns into, like, the cutest little Siamese cat, but he's really skittish, so he kind of hides out often.
He does have big eyes. He's very cute.
He has adorable eyes. It's so cute. And I told Sammy before we started, I was like, I texted her yesterday when I played this. I was like, I bet you're going to know who I picked within 3 seconds, and I'm going to get roasted about this.
I cheated. I saw it on Twitter. And also on your Steam achievements.
Oh, man.
So I saw it both.
How could you? I figured you would know, like, as soon as you saw everybody's humans. You'd
Sorry,
be like,
I'm on Twitter, like, way too much.
Same. You read my tweets.
All the time.
So, we're not going to talk about those. Anyways, so you bring Hayes home and you read the book with him. And then the next morning you get up and you're going to go to work and you're like, where the heck is Hayes? You know where he is? He's stuck outside in a tree.
What?
Yeah.
Why would he do that?
He got stuck. He was trying not to inconvenience you, I think, so he was trying to leave. And he ended up in this tree. And you have to get him down. And I was like, oh, this is so sad. He's so sweet. Also, I mentioned it before, but he writes poetry.
Oh,
and I'm like,
wonderful.
I'm like, oh, this is so... He's like, I'm a writer. And I'm like, oh, dude, same.
Does he share his poems with you?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
So you go to work together, and he makes you a latte with, like, a heart in the foam.
Yeah, he does
like,
foam art. It's so cute.
It's adorable. Oh, I love it. But then he's all shy around you and, like, doesn't want to talk to you. And so... You're like, well, I know he likes poetry. So you, like, grab a napkin and you just write on it, roses are red, Henry VIII had gout. Can you tell me what's wrong? It's bumming me out.
Oh, that's a good one.
And you're like, nailed it.
We'll save that for later.
I have in all caps after that. I was like, he wrote me something back. I love this boy. And Sammy will roast me over it.
What did he write you back?
He wrote a long one. I didn't copy it down. About this person that you met in the cafe and like kind of not being sure about talking about his feelings. It was really cute. I was like, he's leaving me notes. I love him. Oh God. And so he leaves you another poem that asks you to like meet after work. And then the lights turn off and I'm like, oh, what's happening? And he comes down from the 3rd floor and he is saying this poem out loud. And now there's like magic happening. So he's glowing and all of a sudden there's flower petals. And then he stops and he's like, is any of this right? And then he starts freaking out and his arms kind of start to turn to like static, which is really weird. Yeah. So you have to go calm him down so that he can undo that. And then he falls asleep.
Bungo
like,
Stray Dogs type of magic going on here.
I like his magic. I don't know. I think it's cool. Poetry magic. Fantastic. Dude, 10 out of 10.
Like electric poetry magic? I thought the flower petals would be it. And
the flower petals, yeah, I think it depends on what he's saying. And then when he messed up, it got weird.
That's very similar to My Lady's powers.
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay.
Anyway, so he undoes that magic and then he like falls asleep in your lap. And he wakes up later and he finally confesses to the fact that he likes you. And I was like... But the beginning of the magic poetry thing was so sweet. And so you start dating. Actually, because he asked, like, everybody and their brother in the cafe for advice. So they all knew that he liked you. And Finley was like, pick so it didn't happen. So you take a selfie when you're kissing him.
Oh, nice.
To her. I was like, wow. And so...
That seems invasive.
It's totally fine. The next day, he offers to walk you home. And you leave the cafe, and he's actually human. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. Except for he decides, he doesn't actually walk you all the way home. He goes to his place instead.
But I thought he was really happy that he was a cat, which was the spoiler that I almost...
Yeah, he was okay with being a cat because it just
because you can hide in a corner easier as a cat.
Yeah, because he was like, I can just hide somewhere and nobody wants anything from me. And I'm like, oh, dude.
I get that.
Dude, I feel you.
I want that.
Too relatable, my dude. Stop calling me out.
Anyway.
And so after, Hayes leaves as a human, which is really shocking for him, then that guy from before who was following you has the bat.
Now he has the bat.
And now he has the bat. He's looking for Graves. And so you start running, and he uses magic to stop you. So he kind of messes up your ankle, actually, and, rusts you to the ground.
Yeah, I was confused by that, because it made, a bat noise. So did he, hit you with his bat in the ankle?
I don't know.
Did you trip and he bat tapped you? What? What happened there?
Magic happened.
I think it's a touch type of magic. He has to be able to touch you to turn you to rust. So he must have, tapped you with that. I think the bat's just for extra reach,
Oh, well, the bat's also just because he's a jerk.
just for effects. He wants to look like a hoodlum, so he carries around a metal bat.
But so you're on the ground, and you can't leave because there's this, rust around your ankle, so you're stuck. But Graves shows up, which is cool. It turns out the other guy is named Noct. And so Graves is like, I give you everything. Go to the cafe when I tell you. Did you run or did you stay?
I ran.
I ran too.
That's what my walkthrough told me to do, so.
Oh.
I didn't actually
I wasn't sure what to do. I have a save at that point, and I forgot to go back and do that.
Well, I guess, listener, you will never know unless you play it, huh? If you stay and help him. I do know that if you do play the Graves route, there are 2 bad endings. I wonder if that has to do with that. Let me check my walkthrough.
Has to do with that. I don't know.
Stay and help Graves? Stay and help Graves is a bad ending for Graves' route.
Oh no. Well, anyway.
And the next bad ending is when you quit because you're mad about being a cat.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's I can quit. And I'm like, I don't think that's going to help me.
Nope, you get a bad ending, so.
Well, there you go. But now that Graves has given you everything, the curse is broken for everybody else. So we all show up at the cafe together. And Reese is super pissed. He's like, I'm going to kill that guy. Poor Graves gets turned into rust. All rust.
Yep.
Which, if you touch that rust, it'll get on you too, and you'll be stuck also. So don't touch it. So Noct is back, because everybody's like, okay, I'll go... I think Finley went to get your cat, Mochi.
Yeah.
And Hayes stayed with you because you messed up your ankle, so.
Yeah, he knows
he's helping you out because he was a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is nice. Landry and Reese go to stand guard, but that doesn't work out because they are also rust when Noct comes back. I was like, I'm not happy with this.
Wait, they are rust in yours?
I do believe they were.
In mine, they just kind of disappeared. We didn't know what happened to them.
I think they were rust.
Oh no.
But you know what? Hayes shows up. Hayes is confident because you try to fight off Noct, and all you can do is move trash. So at the moment, anyways, I like to think you'll be able to do something cool eventually. But for now, all you can do is trash. And so he shows up and makes up a poem so that he can undo the rust off of everybody. And I was like, that's cool. So Hayes saved the day with poetry magic. I'm like, this is excellent. Nice. Yeah. And then Graves let Noct go and said that the whole situation was complicated. And it sounded like Avery didn't understand his explanation of anything, including the curse.
Yeah.
But he gives you and Hayes a vacation, so you take Hayes to your hometown. Because Hayes likes to look at birds.
Of course he does.
And you're just like, I don't know, I'm just bored.
He's a sensitive dude who likes poems. Of course he's also a bird watcher. We gotta throw in all the cliches.
Yeah, you do. So you go on a vacation together, and I was like, that's so nice.
It does sound nice.
And that was where mine stopped. When you start the game, there's this cup of coffee on it, and I think the latte art changes depending on whoever you have played. Yeah. Now mine shows Hayes.
Yep, mine shows... Forgot her name. Finley. I just played this game.
I forgot her name.
Sorry, Finley.
But yeah, Hayes was super sweet and adorable. I also feel very called out by him. A little too relatable.
Let's see that happened. Okay. I put a star next to the place I thought that it might change routes. Change depending on which route you picked. So, yeah. My time to talk to Finley about magic in my route. You want to talk to her about the curse? She's mad that you didn't ask her out. I put that. She was disappointed. You were like, hey, I would like to talk to you. She's like, oh, what? Me? And I was like, yeah, about the curse. She's like, oh. I was like, okay. So, you show off your little magic trick, and you invite her over to your place, and she's like, I'm going to try to make Mochi internet famous. And I thought this was interesting. She said that she sometimes keeps her phone on her when she transforms, and it just magically disappears until she turns back.
Oh.
I thought that was weird.
That is weird.
Talked about being a gamer. Hashtag relatable, am I right, gamers?
Yeah.
Likes hot sauce on her pizza. Hashtag relatable, am I right, saucers? Now it's time to teach her how to be a witch.
Great.
You're a trash witch. She's like, that's cool. She tried her own magic, and she made your nose feel like it had soda bubbles in it. Which is just rude. And then you fell asleep on the couch.
Okay.
So she wakes up the next morning and she's like, I gotta check my comments on my social media page. She can actually type with her paws, so that's nice. There's something about trolls, and then there's one comment on the social media that says, I'm coming to see you, and it freaked you out.
That's because that's freaky.
Yeah, and she's like, don't worry about it, it's just trolls are all full of hot gas or whatever. So you walk to work, and you see someone waiting at the entrance, and you're like, he looks creepy. So we decide to walk in the back entrance, and we look out the window. We don't see the guy in the front anymore. But an hour later, he comes into the cafe.
Oh.
So we take his order, and he says he's waiting for someone. And you're like, oh, he must be on a date. And he just looks nervous. That's why it looks weird. So you're like, Finley, it's okay. You can go back on the floor. She goes back on the floor, and we hear a scream.
Oh, no.
That creepy guy is threatening her. He's calling us a white knight, and that he was just expressing concern, and says Finley is manipulating men to get what she wants, and that he's the true hero here to put an end to it. So Mason comes over and threatens him, and then he leaves, and then she's like, I want to talk to you two in the kitchen. And she basically just separates us and gives us tea and tells us to chill out.
Okay.
So you decide to go upstairs because that's where she sent Finley, and you're like, I'm going to go talk to Finley about what happened. She was rage napping on the couch. Upstairs
rage napping
in Graves' office. If you're rage napped, it's very relaxing.
No, because I don't nap.
You don't rage?
I rage, but I don't nap.
She says she's tired of being told to quit what she likes doing. She said she wasn't good at anything as a kid. Not school or sports or theater or having friends. And this jelly donut thing was the first time she found something that made her stand out. As you know, she turned into a cat and put jelly donuts on her head. Now she's an internet sensation, as we talked about before.
Yeah.
There was one date you went on with her earlier on. I don't know if I should mention this, but she makes your nails. That's like one side date you can do with her, where she paints her nails to have cats and jelly donuts on them, and she's putting them on her YouTube page for nail art.
Aww.
So that's cute. That was a date we went on. I don't know if that's important. I just forgot that happened earlier, and I feel like that's another time when the plot was different.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have that happen. That's so cute, though.
That is cute. You can tell her that you can do whatever she wants. Do whatever you want, girl. And you're like, I will be your bodyguard. And she's like, well, I would hire someone more intimidating to be my bodyguard. So you're like, oh, well, that's fair.
Oh, well, fine.
I am a weird androgynous little creature.
Creature. Anyway.
But she has something else in mind for you, and then she gives you a smooch on the lips.
Ah.
She wants to come over and study more magic afterwards, so you go get Thai food at your apartment, and you study magic, and you sleep, and it's a perfect date. You awaken to find Finley asleep on your couch as a human. Oh my god.
Wow.
She is super hyped about this, and you guys go shopping together, and you're about to share another smooch when, boom, creepy internet guy shows up again.
Oh, no.
So Finley uses her superpower she makes a hashtag symbol with her hands, and she says, hashtag blocked and hashtag reported. And the dude freezes in place, and then the cops show up and take him away.
Oh my god. Because you sent me the hashtag reported, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've seen.
Yeah, that's
today.
her superpower. She hashtag blocks and hashtag reports you. And then the cops show up and take you away.
Oh, so good.
So she hugs us, and we play a game called Blast Zone, which is the game that's on our shirt. Like, we have that @ logo that looks like a bomb. She also has that logo on her earrings. You can see it when she does your fingernails.
Oh, cool.
And it's a romantic game about boys fighting.
Yeah.
I
remember that.
So it's like Yakuza, or it's like Girl Beats Boy. That other show that we talked about a while ago.
Dude, I'm down.
Either. Could be either.
Could be both.
True. You walk home alone and you feel as someone's following you, and then in comes Knocked, as we talked about.
Yep.
With the bat, and all that happens.
Yep, the bad thing.
He's coming to get you. Oh, here he comes. You call Finley because you just want to tell somebody that you got attacked. She's like, I'm going to head right over. And she comes over. Everyone else shows up. Something about property.
Oh, yeah, like witch territories. If you beat another witch, then you get their territory.
Yeah, but since he gave you his territory right before, you have it, so...
Yep.
So Finley goes and gets your cat. And then when she gets back, we snuggle on the couch.
Nice. Yeah, there was some snuggling.
Yeah, they bring back Graves, and they just leave him outside. He's a metal statue. I mean, that's fair, but still, it's kind of funny. You're like, it's time to get down to business and teach everyone magic.
Yeah, you try to crash course everybody on magic.
But nobody's listening, and then you get sleepy, and you're like, yeah, independent study.
Yeah.
Finley's like, when this is all over, will you cosplay with me?
Oh my god,
and we're like, yeah, sure, okay. So we're gonna cosplay with her later. There's a glass break noise upstairs, and Mason goes up to check it out, and then we hear another glass break and Knock's at the front door with a rusted up Mason.
Oh no!
And then Reese opens the door and his hand gets turned into rust, and we're like, okay. Finley's like, I'm gonna block and report his ass. It doesn't work. So she tried to make a barricade, so you push the couch up against the door. You realize that the blocked and report doesn't work because he doesn't know what that means.
Oh.
So you try to distract him while she is trying to think of words that this old man would understand. They said old man. He doesn't look old, but I'm just...
No, he doesn't.
Graves is like 39, 40, so just assume he's the same age, I guess.
I guess.
We find out that Noct is in the band.
Oh.
That Graves.
Graves was in?
Graves was in a band.
Graves was in a band.
He was in a band with Reese's dad and also this guy.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know that.
So we fashioned a megaphone out of styrofoam, and Finley yells the song lyrics from Graves' old band that Reese told us. Reese was making fun of Graves at one point.
Yeah, that was really funny.
And he was like, he was in a band, and here's the lyrics, something in French.
Yeah, so, that happened to mine too. I loved it.
Yeah, so that was kind of important, I guess. Because then she yells the song lyrics, and he freezes in place and gets a bloody nose. And then Graves is like, aha, that worked. We locked his magic away by shouting band lyrics at him. He no longer has the power over us.
Nice.
So he just tells Noct to leave, and he does.
Yeah, okay, so he just kind of lets him go.
Yeah, he just lets him go. He's like, you have no more
complicated
power, so get out of here. He's like, okay, well, I will do that. I will leave.
He's like, okay, bye.
So, anyway, bandmate grudges aside. Graves says he'll teach Finley how to transform into a cat at will, so that's kind of cool.
Oh.
And in the meantime, Avery and Finley make Let's Plays on their YouTube channel. And that's become adorable. Vigilantes at night.
That's fantastic.
And that is how mine ended.
That's adorable.
So yeah.
Oh my god.
10 out of 10. I had a great time. It did last a lot longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I was playing this up to the time we recorded.
Yes.
But I got through it.
And you're like, I finished this game literally a minute ago.
Yeah, literally a minute ago. And I can't believe I forgot so many people's names when I just saw them.
Are we going to talk about some names that you saw in the credits?
Oh yeah, so when I had to actually click on the credits 3 times to get this picture that I sent you.
Oh,
but I
well,
saw
thank you.
we got some Danganronpa fans in the house because I
Dude,
saw
same
Nagito,
though.
and then I was like, oh, this is Mimi, and then I saw Gundam, and I was like, oh no, they're serious. These are real Danganronpa fans
With questionable taste.
That was
with
funny.
Nagito and Gundam.
Well, don't be rude. Everyone has their fave. I like Kokichi, so.
True.
Everyone's got weird taste when it comes to Danganronpa. It's not like all those players are gems, you know?
Dude, are you kidding? Every character in Danganronpa is like some reflection of weird taste.
Yeah, so everyone's a problematic favorite Danganronpa.
Yes, 100% agree.
So let's go into Kiss, Marry, Kill. This isn't the Danganronpa podcast. We'll get to that later.
Sorry. What on earth are we? Never mind. Oh, do you want to Kiss, Marry, Kill first, or you're gonna make me do this?
I am going to marry Finley, because, you know what, I'm here. And I'm gonna kiss... Oh god, who am I gonna kiss? I'll kiss Mason. I think she deserves it.
She does. She deserves something good.
And I'm just gonna kill Graves, sorry.
I know! I was about to say I'm gonna kiss Mason, but never mind, I'm gonna switch it around. I'll kiss Laundry, or Landry, as he's actually called. I'm gonna marry my boy Hayes, because I love him. Calm down, Hayes. It'll be okay. Maybe. And then, I guess I'm also gonna kill Graves, because I didn't even see him that much.
Yeah, sorry, Graves. You caused us so much trouble.
But, like, I love you, Graves. I promise.
His route, like, okay, so it says on the wiki that he's 39. Guess how old you are?
How old are you?
You're 19.
Oh.
Let's see how old everyone else is. So my girl is 21.
Nice.
And your boy's 22? Old man.
Old man. We're older than that.
I say as I'm 25. Anyway, okay, so I have another fun game to play.
Oh yeah! I'm so excited for this.
I have this game called Can You Guess the Character from My Poorly Done Cat Drawing on each page of the notes I took for this game.
I am ready for it. Wait, is Mochi in this, or is it just like
Mochi
the love interest?
Is in this.
Awesome.
But all the rest of the love interest. I didn't do any other curveballs. So I will put the picture of my drawings on the Discord for Jessica, but you can play along too. Audience, I will put my poorly drawn cats up on the screen.
Nice.
So I guess this will only work if you have played the game and know the cats, so I'm sorry if you haven't. Thank you for listening, Stay Up Amazing. For the rest of you who's played it, hello. Welcome to my game.
Dude, I don't even know what everybody's cat looks like, but I think I can figure it out.
We'll start easy, okay? Here's the first one.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh, it's Mochi.
It is Mochi.
He's adorable.
I try my best.
Oh, he's so cute.
Now for the next one.
That's Hayes.
That is Hayes.
You can tell because he looks like he's terrified.
All right, next one.
Oh, is that one Mason?
No.
No, is it Landry then?
It is Landry.
Nice.
Now this one's gonna be a toughie. I never knew what kind of
cat he was.
This one's gonna be difficult. You ready?
Ready. Is that one Reese?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, is it it Finley?
Finley.
Oh.
I drew her when she was mad.
Oh, I know. I was like, well, it looks kind of pissed, so I'm not sure that it's Finley.
This was the best one I've done.
Oh. Is that Mason?
No.
No? Who the heck? Or is this... Oh, is this the Graves cat?
Yes.
Nice. I wasn't sure if he was in there, but then I remembered Graves was a love interest. I feel like this is Reese.
This is Reese.
Nice.
Him and Finley.
I love every single one. I'm like, is it Mason?
Now the last one is...
Now the only one who's left is Mason.
Yep,
right?
that's Mason. Has a big old M on her head.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't get to see, like, almost anybody's cat form.
I had to Google Reese and Mason because they didn't show up in my route as cats. So
yeah.
that's why they're probably the worst drawn ones.
Oh.
As you can tell, I freehanded all of these on my notes as I just.
As you can tell, I really, really wanted to know what Mason looked like as a cat.
Well, now you know. That's what she looks like. Pretty grumpy, kind of abstract.
Abstract Mason.
I apologize to the artist who worked so hard. I butchered your work, but I had fun doing it, so that's all that matters.
I loved the art style of this game. It was so cute.
Good. I liked it a lot.
It was wonderful.
All around good. The aesthetic was good. I'd highly recommend it. It's like a day experience.
Yes. It's fantastic.
Yeah, so this is the end of Animal Boys Month for 2021.
Animal Boys Month Part 2.
Part 2. It'll most likely come back next January. I don't know if it'll leak into February again, but that seems to be a thing that happens a lot.
It'll just keep on going until all of a sudden we have Animal Boys year.
So next week we have not an Animal Boys game.
Right.
We have Table Manners, the physics-based dating sim.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be an experience.
Should be goofy. And then in March, we're switching it up and we're going to march on Oto-Mania.
March on Oto-Mania.
Yep, march on Oto-Mania, where we're going to watch the only Oto-Mania shows we can in America.
Yeah.
Which is like the last 2 seasons and like 2 movies.
I've got my beef with this. We'll discuss later.
We'll discuss this later when it is March. All right, thank you for listening. Stay Oto-Amazing. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.